Good morning. So nice to begin the new year with you here on 3+U. I'm feeling a bit rusty. I've been on vacation like so many of you have, but I was happy to come back to work and kind of begin the new year with vigor and a positive outlook. And who could I have to begin the show with me any better than Teresa Nix? It's my first time to meet her, but I hope not the last. She is a mom, a wife, and a small business owner. She has a nonprofit called Downside Up, and if you have not heard about it, wait until you hear the mission behind it. So good to see you.
Good to see you.
I think there's such power in your story because all moms want the best for their children. My children are 24 and 18, and just this morning I was telling my husband about the something I had studied about the mother-child connection and just the inseparable nature of it. Your son is even more special. He was born with Down syndrome.
Yes.
Did the diagnosis, were you aware of it before he was born?
No, we didn't have any testing, or, and I was older at the time, so we were worried anyway, that I was an older mother. But we weren't worried. Mm-hmm. And then we found out the day after he was born that he had Down syndrome. And so it was a shock, but we prayed about it and we were just ready for whatever would come.
So it's as all of us now with the new year are thinking about what we want to do with our lives and the importance of having your life mean something, your son and your husband and you are literally touching people all of the time with Downside Up. It began as camps, and tell me the name of the camp because it's a mouthful.
I know, it's hard. Camp Wakawalu. And yeah, we started with our family camps, and we just had our 7th year of family camp, and we do it at Camp Lookout. It's a whole weekend of just awareness where we just have fun. At first I thought, let's have speakers and people to teach us new things, but I feel like all of our parents, that's all we do is research what we're not doing or what we can do better. Mm-hmm. And so it's really just a weekend of fun, and we just let go and let it be.
Does the whole family come to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is really unique because there aren't that many camps for the whole family, and it's all abilities, all ages, and so we just have a good time. We have counselors that are OTs or PTs or special ed students at UTC, Chat State, all the different colleges around the area, and each family gets their own counselor so that they can have a little bit of a break and do their own thing. And it's also for the typically developing siblings, which a lot of times they get left out of things because most of the focus is on your child with a disability. So it's just really a good time for everybody.
You were an English teacher, and that's becoming very clear to me now that you would have been, because I'm sure you were a great lesson planner. There's a lot of thought that you're putting into this. So then 2 years ago, at the beautiful, perfect time of January before COVID hit in 2020 in March, you began a storefront, if you will, downtown on 11th Street.
Yes.
That now is for people, children and adults, of any type of a disability, is that right?
Yes. In the beginning, Downside Up was mainly for Down syndrome, mainly because that's what I knew about, and my child has Down syndrome. But I quickly realized that we all feel the same. One of my really good friends now, and she's also our board chair, Kim LaFew, she has her child.
Kim LaFew.
Her child, Lake, has trisomy 12P, and so, I invited her to camp that first year, and she said, we don't get invited to anything because we're not in the autism community, we're not in the Down syndrome community. So I was like, I didn't even think about, there's so many with a rare disability that don't get included.
Right.
So
she had a beautiful thing on Facebook, Kim did, a few weeks ago, maybe around Christmas time, and do you know what I'm talking about? Where she said something about to the mom out there who's wishing that their child could be the one riding the bike and wishing this, I feel you and I see you. So at Downside Up, your child has that opportunity.
Yeah.
What can people do there?
we have after school activities, we have weekend opportunities for the entire family, we have mom's retreats, we have date nights for parents, we have a preschool program, we're starting a community garden, we do social nights for individuals who are older that might not have a social group, so we do karaoke, pizza, movie night. So we're trying to do as many things as we can. But
so I had asked you if there was any one thing you wanted to make sure we got across today, and you said it is to let people know that they can help. You're always looking for volunteers. Is
volunteers.
That right?
We need volunteers to help with our space, working on the painting, cleaning, getting things done and ready. And there's also opportunities for teachers, like retired teachers or OTs and PTs who need internships with our camps and our daily activities.
And tell us your son's name.
Everett.
Does he ever have a bad day?
He does have bad days.
He does?
But he's super happy. I mean, he wakes up good. He's just magical. So, I mean, of course
Well, he's a human,
yeah,
of
he
course.
has
I
his
didn't mean it
regular-
that way.
But
If you've ever had the privilege of being around a person with Down syndrome, there is a joy that they're able to live with that the average person just doesn't get. And that's why I asked you the question.
I feel like there's an innocence that you just can't take away. So.
Okay, so should people, if you have a baby maybe who is newly diagnosed, early intervention is good, they can contact you?
Yes.
Okay, so regardless of who you are, if you are compelled to help in their effort, they'd love to hear from you. If you are somebody who could benefit from Downside Up, they would really love to hear from you. 803-6944. The website is downsideupinc.org. Yes. You are a very powerful woman, Teresa. Thank you.
Thank you.
We all have accidents, but would you clean your rug this way? I'm Ginger, owner of Interior Care since 1988.